Fred, let's go to a Japanese restaurant. Tara, kain tayo sa labas. Let's go? Let's go.
Hello everyone! So ngayong gabi nga pala, ipapaliwanag ko kung bakit gabi kami umalis at kumain dito sa restaurant mamaya. So may bibisitahin tayong Japanese, hybrid na Japanese and Korean restaurant. Bakit siya hybrid? Dalawang cuisine ang pwede mong makain sa iisang restaurant na to. From what I heard, yung Japanese dishes nila ay lulutuin talaga ng totoong Hapon. Pangalawa, yung Korean dishes naman nila ay lulutuin ng isang Pinoy na nag-overseas na nagkaroon ng experience magluto ng Korean dishes. So basically, maybe she explored Korean dishes and wanted to introduce it here in the Philippines. And I know marami ng Korean restaurant dito sa Pilipinas, pero iba-iba pa rin yung approach ng pagluluto at saka yung season yan. Depende yan kung season yan adjusted for Filipino taste buds compared to authentic Korean flavor. So, let's figure out. Tignan natin. Manggagaling kami dito sa San Pedro. I'm from San Pedro, Laguna. And Service Road. Babaybayin ko lang yung National Road namin. And going to Landayan, Pasita. And sa loob siya ng Pasita Town proper. Kung familiar kayo sa Evangelista Hospital, yun yung pwede mong i-waze. And also, I think they have pin location sa Google Maps. And I will put the location on the description in this video. At eto na nga, nakita ko na visible na sa right side yung restaurant. And one thing I noticed immediately, kulang sila sa parking. Actually, dalawang sasakyan lang ang pwede makapag-park. And actually, that's one concerning, lalo na madalas yung mga nag-e-explore ng kainan is may mga sasakyan na pero hindi siya malaking or major, I would not highlight it na obstacle para mag-explore tayo ng bagong dishes. And iyon yung pinakadahilan kung bakit gabi ko nire-recommend pumunta dito, either on weekdays or on weekends. Kasi may yung mga establishments around it, like yung mga tindahan, sarado na. So hindi nakakahiyang makiparking. Unfortunately, you have to walk like 50 meters. Makakahanap ka ng mga close na establishments na pwede tayong makiparada. And I'll show you kung saan ako nagparada, I think it's a gym somewhere near dito na nakiparada ako. Kaya yun lang talaga yun. It is what it is, but the thing is, what we will be exploring is not the parking, guys. We will be exploring the food, if it's worth it to visit, and of course, value for money. So, eto na nga, i-invade na namin itong small restaurant na to. And, we support local and inihikayat ko lahat na support natin yung mga nag-start na business sa Philippines. So, anyway, magkakasama kami ngayon, kaming tatlo, kaming pamilya, kasi we are like starving for food after working out. Kami mag-asawa. And yun, kasama namin yung kids namin. And we make sure na to check first if it's kids-friendly. Kung magugustuhan ba siya nung palate ng mga bata, hindi ganun kaalat. Kasi yung mga bata, mas gusto nila yung medyo bland na food. Kasi you are introducing new dishes sa palate nila. So I think this is a good opportunity para i-introduce ko sa kid ko yung mga Japanese cuisine or Korean cuisine kung magugustuhan ba niya. And we're still trying to figure out things for our kid. And ito na nga, dumating yung pinaka-kids-friendly na dish na in-order namin. So this is the gyoza. Dalawa yung in-order namin gyoza is yan yung steamed at yung isa is yung fried. So tinry namin yung difference nila. And I still prefer yung fried, Pero kanya-kanyang preference yan eh. So nakita niya naman nagustuhan ng kid ko. He said that he rates it from 10 out of 10. At eto na nga, dumating na yung order ko na tantanmen, which is my favorite. I have experienced this from big restaurants dito sa Alabang. Maanghang kasi siya. Pero dito, yung noodle niya unang-una is lightweight. Para sa akin, hindi agad nakakabusog. It will give you the chance to try other dishes too. Yung anghang niya, yung level ng pagkaanghang niya or yung spicy niya, hindi siya ganun kaanghang para sa akin. But this depends on your tolerance pagdating sa anghang, or sa maaanghang na food. But if you want to increase yung spiciness niya, you have the chili powder on the table na pwede nyong ilagay sa ramen ninyo. Okay, moving forward to the next dish, and this is the tonkatsu. I think it's pork tonkatsu. One thing I noticed agad is yung texture niya. Dahil dun sa breading, hindi basta-basta yung breading na ginamit niya, hindi yung regular na pang-breading na harina sa pork chop dito sa Pilipinas. So, they used panko, which is, I think, it's a must when it comes to using breading on a tonkatsu. So, yung crispiness niya is actually perfect. yung texture niya para sa akin na perfect nila yan. And last but not the least, yung lambot nung pork. Sobrang lambot niya. Kasi marami ako na-experience sa tonkatsu. Yes, it is crispy on the outside but medyo maganit yung pagkakarne niya. So maraming kino-consider dyan. Yung age ng pork and also yung method how they break down the protein pag minamarinate yung pork. But anyway, not enough with this, the technicalities. But the tonkatsu is perfect. I recommend the tonkatsu as well. Next is the dish na in-order ng Mrs. Ko, which is the shoyu ramen. Medyo late siya, 5 minutes ng konti. No, pero that is okay. There's still room of improvements when it comes to serving time kasi they are still on soft opening. So let's be considerate. And also, natinikman ko yan, nakihigop tayo ng sabaw. Ang napansin ko dyan is yung lasa niya is parang lasang bok choy para sa akin. But from what I researched, ganun talaga yung lasa ng shoyu ramen. Hindi siya adjusted sa flavor ng or sa palate ng Pilipino. Talagang Japanese palate configured yung seasoning niya. At syempre, ang pinaka-paborito ng lahat is bill out. Magkano nga ba ang binayaran ko para sa shoyu ramen, tantan men, 2 gyoza, isang fried, isang purely steamed, at isang tonkatsu or pork tonkatsu. So, I paid 1,095 pesos. Sobrang mura niyan. If you will go to Alabang or other big restaurants with Japanese cuisines, you should prepare 650 to 700 per dish or per ramen, ha. At mahal talaga. Pero dito 1,095 lahat ng kinain namin. Sobrang mura nun, guys. So, final verdict. Ito na yung mga feedback ko sa place. It is actually on the neutral side, basic, minimalist, which is good, air conditioned, and I like it. Hindi mo siya mafe-feel na masyadong Japanese theme. For me, or maybe i-improve pa nila yun kasi they're just on soft opening. Now, pagdating sa food, I think they can make the food ingredients more dense. When I say more dense, yung visible yung mga karne niya sa ibabaw nung broth ng ramen nila. But the texture, flavor, I wouldn't exaggerate na sobrang sarap. Masarap siya. And when I paid for 1,095 pesos, guys, those food that we ordered, I think it deserves more than that kind of amount of money. So, uuwi kami ngayon ng busog, masaya, hindi kami mag-iisip sa bahay na parang hindi siya masyadong masarap dun sa ibinayad natin. Kasi ganun kami mag-isip eh. But anyway, if it's for your kid, it's kids-friendly, and of course, the value for money, check para sa akin. So, yun lang. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and always support local businesses.